What's up, everybody? I'm Hamsack, and today I have another crazy indie game. This is more crazy than the other games I've been doing. It's uh, it's definitely an interesting one. This game is called Giraffe Town. It's just an indie game made by someone named Samer, Khatib. I don't know what the pronunciation of it is exactly, but something like that. And it's only $2, and you can get it on Steam and Xbox. I think that's pretty much it. I couldn't find it anywhere else. This game is something else. It's kind of something you'd want to experience for yourself. So if you want to experience quite an interesting game, it's $2. Go check it out. Otherwise, let me tell you let me tell you what this game is about and what you will experience in the game. So you start the game out with this little tutorial, and it's actually pretty tricky. The goal here is to collect this guy's ball and bring it back to him. So you go across this rickety bridge, and you uh, try not to fall off because your character has very slippery feet, and that's pretty much the game at first glance.
Thought I would give you an alternate. That would be funny.
Doing fine. Holy crap!
Oh, wait. I love how you panic. You're like, oh no, it's falling.
After the tutorial, you find your character sitting on the couch, and now Giraffe, who is a giraffe, his name is Giraffe. He has no aspirations in life anymore. He's just kind of depressed, and the reason for this is he's got slippery feet.
They're hooves, bro. What do you mean?
Put shoes on. His slippery feet keep him from doing all the things he'd like to do. And so he's sitting here on the couch trying to find love. No, not the emotion, but the character. There's actually a character that he's searching for. And this character pops up on this TV. It's his idol. It's this pop star named Love who starts singing him a very motivational song.
When you're feeling down, yeah. All you gotta do is, yeah, get back up, yeah, get back up. Get back up, yeah, get back up. It's okay to fall, it's okay to fail. Yeah, yeah. All you gotta do is try again. All you gotta do is,
We can tell your eyes
get back up, yeah, get back up. These are the only lyrics. Get back up. Oh my gosh. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Amazing. Stupendous.
Start to do it back here.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
And tells him that he can come and meet her in person just on the other side of town. And lucky for us, that's just down the road. Too bad. This is the road. After hearing this massively inspirational song, he is determined, and he has found a new drive to get his ass off the couch. And so here we go down the road with our slippery feet.
Okay.
Screw that.
Oh.
I was just gonna go for it. Wait, what happens if I lose my lives though? On our trek, there are many billboards. Most of them are pretty much nothing. They're just kind of telling you about upcoming events, which which I'm not sure will really ever happen, but they say that a lot of them say this game is coming out, and who knows, or maybe there was a game or whatever, but I don't know. I never looked it up. But there's one billboard that says giraffe murderer, and you know, no big deal. I'm all the other billboards seem pointless, so this one was like, you know, it's probably nothing. So down this road, it was pretty convincing to me that this was an infinite road that was just never gonna end. I was going pretty slow, being careful, but it still felt like this was it, right? But no. Eventually, the road does end, and I promise it does. If you, if you are trying to play this game, I promise, eventually you'll get to the end of the road if you try hard enough. But at the end of the road, Giraffe grows ever so weary, and he falls to the ground. Luckily for us, Tunnels, the time-traveling clown, arrives. And turns out, he doesn't actually want to kill us. He just looks really creepy, and everything about this environment is more it's just more creepy. We would expect this to be the end for Giraffe, but he continues on. Tunnels here actually helps him out a little bit and gives him some shoes. You're trying to wear shoes. Hey, we just talked about that.
Yeah, we did. Shoes?
You can run and jump in them.
Oh, it's gonna give us jumping. So it's probably gonna still be slippery, but we can jump.
Interesting. And now, fortunately for us, now we don't have to slide everywhere. We're able to run and jump and frolic around like the giraffe we were meant to be. Next, we need a key, and just so happens, we know a guy. His name is Big Dog, and he has a key. I found it.
I found it.
No! I'm gonna have to run from this guy. Oh my gosh!
Oh.
So, after passing his test and finding the key, we're just a hop, skip, and a bus stop away from love.
What?
Huh.
What? Oh my gosh.
Oh.
You got hit by the bus, bro.
We now make our way through the flower shop, collect ourselves some flowers, and walk right up to the door of love
Hello?
to meet our idol face to face. It's a fake. So clearly we have no reason to suspect that this isn't love. It looks exactly like her. So we go inside and we take a seat down on her couch and we stay a while and listen. It turns out it was all just a trick, and love just wasn't real, and this crazy guy takes off his mask and chops her head off. Okay. You're not really love, are you? I know. It was a surprise to me too. Okay. This looks like the end for Giraffe the Giraffe. But lucky for us, it's not. We met a friend named Tunnels. And it turns out he was a time-traveling clown. So now we're told that our life is in shambles. And he sends us back in time to an alternate timeline, which just sends us back home. And now we're all at the start again, and I'm like, well, is this it? Is this just an infinite loop of us of Giraffe just getting his head decapitated?
Wham! His kappa is detated from his head.
And that's when the phone rings.
But the maniac was calling from outside the house! Wait, is that right?
You can either go outside and be beat to death by a bunch of scuba divers.
Game over. Wait, what?
Or number 2, you can sit in your house and wait for 3 hours. And once the 3 hours is up, we'll give you further instruction. Further instruction comes, and now we must go through the portal through our magic television. And then, after experiencing the seizure warning firsthand and listening to sounds that'll make your ears want to fall off,
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
we finally land in this beautiful, magnificent, hell-like place that we're here. We learn that there's more to the story than we expected. And I know what you're thinking. How could it possibly get better than this? It's already been left turn, right turn, all day long. What next? Well, this book tells you everything. Seemingly from the beginning of time, because this thing lasts forever. But, long story short, an interdimensional beast is devouring our sun, destroying our world. And the people from our world think that sacrificing Giraffe will save our planet for some reason. And turns out our true purpose is to defeat this beast. So, we roll up on that bitch with a Glock and go, bop, bop. The end. What, you don't believe me? Okay, well, here's the long version then. You get into this crazy dimension and go through this stupid maze that's hard as hell, and you gotta find 2 keys to enter this alternate dimension murder house. It sucks. It took me forever to beat this, and it's just about timing and figuring out which ghosts you want to shoot first. After making it inside, you have Love's head or mask, whatever, just watching you as you light the whole room on fire. Then you make your way down to the basement where you meet the beast. The beast takes like 70 to 80 shots to kill, and after a short period of time, the room shifts to white, and then you spawn in one spot and the boss respawns in the same spot. But the thing is, each time the boss spawns, he'll spawn in the same spot, but he just kind of moves a little bit. So the faster you are at getting to him, the faster you know where he is. You end up using a lot of ammo, and it does respawn, but it's kind of random, and it takes a while in some spots and never reappears in other spots, and in some spots it's super fast, so you just kind of gotta wander around and hope you find some. And a trick we found actually was to be, as long as you're jumping, it kind of confuses the beast, and when he swings at you, sometimes he'll stutter and then just kind of stop moving for a little bit, just for like a second, but it gives you enough time to get far enough ahead to turn around and shoot him. So it's sometimes kind of nice to be jumping around a little bit, so it's kind of a little trick if you wanted to try that. It doesn't actually make you faster, it just kind of seemed to help a little bit. Now, if you're being consistent with your shots and landing a lot of them, you should be able to do it in, I don't know, 5 or so shifts of the room. So good luck. It's tough. That's all I can say. You have 5 lives, and every time the boss touches you, you lose 1. And sometimes he'll touch you twice, and then sometimes you'll just be too close to him, and he'll just suck all of your lives away. It sucks. But again, it's doable. The whole game is doable. It's just tough. But finally, we do it. We did it. Giraffe conquers all and destroys the beast. But turns out there's a cutscene, and it's crazy long, but it's pretty much the end of the game. The thing is, the beast gets back up. I know, it's one thing after the next. But luckily, we've made friends. Again, another friend comes to the rescue. This time, because we went back in time, we don't recognize him, you know, because we're a different giraffe than we were, because we're at a different timeline or whatever. But Big Dog is there. He runs up, spin kicks the boss in the face.
Do something, bro. Spin kick.
He was nowhere near him. How the hell? And he's out. He's dead. The end. But then, Big Dog gets stabbed in the back by a crazy tentacle thing, and then he dies. But lucky for us, just kidding. There's nothing lucky about it. It's just he's dying. It's sad.
What?
The boss guy hits him. The end. What the heck? Big Dog, being the protector of the town, he bestows this town upon us now. He says, you must protect it. You must keep it safe. I give this town to you. This is Giraffe Town. So, after all that, what did I actually think of this crazy game? Well, it wasn't even close to what I was expecting from it. It just starts goofy and then turns into some difficult action horror game, and yeah, it's just definitely not what I was expecting. It doesn't have that AAA quality, but I mean, what am I talking about? There's too many AAA titles that wish they had this quality. This game was definitely entertaining. For $2, I got my money's worth. I feel like there's difficulty in there. There's no achievements. I don't know why. It would be nice to have an achievement for beating this game, but there's no achievements. A lot of difficulty, so if you're not up for it, it's still a crazy game. It combines tons of different elements, like platforming elements, along with shooter elements, you know, all sorts of stuff. It's and horror. It really kind of hits them all on the head, so it's kind of cool. The only thing I think I really had a problem with in this game was that the cutscenes were way too long. There's so many parts where the characters are talking to each other, and then there's silence, and then just like kind of an awkward silence where the camera pans to different sides, you know, and it was kind of obnoxious. There's too many parts where I was like, oh my gosh, just let it stop. But you can skip these cutscenes. If you're not interested in the cutscenes, you could just, you know, you just skip them and move on. So if you want to play a game that's pretty tough, extremely goofy, and a little spooky, this is a pretty cool game. Thanks for watching, everybody. That pretty much wraps it up for this one. If you liked the video and you want to see more, please hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and the little bell so you can be notified when new videos pop up. If you have more games that you think I should try out, please leave them in the comments. And if you want to check out the game and you want to see the developer, I'll be leaving some links in the description. So check them out. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace. This traffic is going. Sorry if that jump scare got you. If it did, then it's scarier than the one in the game. So if you want to play a game that's extremely, hey, our world is collapsing because an interdimensional, I wrote international. I'm trying to do something here.